Can you hear me now? Well, that was a waste. That was a disaster. Let's try that again. Hello, everybody. Raid the Cage. Damon Wayans Jr. has quality abound him on his looks because he's copied Mark Summers. Nice looking suit, and the sneakers. He wore Reeboks, and Damon is wearing Nikes. Respect the swoosh. And we now have Jeannie Mai. By the way, this is Jeannie Mai's fourth game show. She did Steampunked. She was co-host with Snoop on season 1 of the That Joker's Wild revival. Was part of Holy Moly, which I think is now canceled. And we have now Raid the Cage. Set looks really nice, albeit a little generic, but that's just the top part of the set. So there's a lot of prizes down there. There's some mystery boxes out there. Kind of reminds you of Shop Till You Drop. And by the way, I'm looking at the graphics. They give me a celebrity name game type of vibe. Because it's the same style of graphic. Also the same font as celebrity name game. Alright, so somebody's the gabber, or they answer the question. Somebody is the grabber, and they will go raid the cage once they know how much time they have left. So they're... I like the wordplay with the questions. So they're showing 11 answers, so it's kind of like a mini Wonder Wall, kind of like winning lines. So it's kind of like a money maze situation here with Raid the Cage. Because you gotta get in, get the stuff, and get out. And he's going deep. He's got a little container, grab some little tchotchkes, some electronics, and he sucks. He got trapped. That is no good. So he did okay, but it's a goose egg. Wait a minute. I see the little Neo Geo in there. When they open the door, there's a little Neo Geo there. I want that Neo Geo machine. That's actually a pretty good machine. I don't have Azteca America. I might have back in the day when I had Dish Network, but not now. I have Hulu Live TV. I like that this game wastes no time. Good. Yep. Damn! Just blew by that. And a full 30 seconds. Not only swept it, but swept it with about 14 seconds left on the clock. And now he's got 30 seconds. Oh, he's got a go-kart. He's got like a leather jacket and stuff. And he escapes the cage with, he's got like a mini go-kart, a driving outfit, he's got a couple mystery packages. Some decent prizes. Left 8 seconds on the clock. I think he could have grabbed one or two more things, but he probably didn't want to risk it. Now, what I also noticed is that they don't know how the other team is doing. So, that's a whole motorcycle outfit without the motorcycle, but they put it on the go-kart, so it makes sense. I think it's about... Not a bad haul. Not a bad haul for round one. They even got the slow-mo like shop to you drop. What Pat Finn's doing nowadays? And then you have an Arby's commercial. When you have the meats, you definitely don't want to get what you have after the stuff known as Denny's or Arby's or whatever. Either way, so far so good. I'm enjoying it. I love the setup of the game. And it seems like things can move at a fast clip, which I like. Tired. To be honest, Dylan, tired. And I gotta wake up in the morning, and because I got work in the morning on Saturday. I work Saturday mornings. Like, to be honest, I almost debated not doing the stream tonight. Like, doing a live-ish watch where I would watch it pre-taped. But then again, I am kind of doing it pre-taped because I am on the West Coast, so spoilers abounded. And I saw a tweet by Buzzer Blog saying that the show was kind of like Shop to You Drop, and I really enjoyed that. And I love Shop to You Drop. Let me just move this. There we go. Now we're... That's better. Letting everybody know updates. Tomorrow on Patreon and Sunday for everybody else on YouTube. New 26 Weeks or Less on 100%. Yes, there was a US version of 100%. And we'll be talking about that. On Tuesday, 5 p.m. will be a live watch of Celebrity Squares. And on that weekend, I think we'll have a Games of Canada. I gotta talk to Mark Power if there's gonna be one. If there isn't, then I will have I'll have a video ready. But it will not be the big Halloween special. Or, it's not gonna be too special, but it will be... But we will be releasing a spooky video. Something really, really bad. And back to Raid the Cage, I see some of the prizes got upgraded. So it's like the winners keep all the prizes that they have acquired, and then they play the bonus game for the shot at the car. So, for round 2, they've added some physical challenges. And the prize is something really substantial. out of 10. Bad pun. And he's got down. But I respect the hustle. So 11 possible answers. So possible 50 seconds in the cage. You know what? He's broken the game already because you can interrupt. And the question is shown on screen because of that reason, and I like it. I will probably expect that if it gets a season 2, there will be a rule change where, since the questions are so short, you have to let the host finish. And 50 seconds, she's already going for the life preserver. She's got the preserver. Going after the ultralight kayak. You gotta love these mystery packages. Yeah, she made it out. She crossed the plane with about 1.8 seconds left. That is a gigantic haul. Some sweet sneakers there. That's 2 pairs of headphones so far. You got a lot of stuff in that run. That's got to be about 15 grand. Oh, close to 12 grand. So that puts him over 17,000. Dave! yeah, let's. Yeah, I managed to. We need. Damon's doing all right. Um, he's the weakest thing on the show, but when everything else is well done, then I it's not really much of a weakness. Like, if the show is up here, Damon is about here, so it's not much of a drop off. Like, for instance, Monopoly, the show, we'll take the 1990 game show for example. Monopoly was right here. The host, Michael Riley, was like, down here. He was not good. But yeah, you could definitely put the Shop to You Drop music package to this show. And I'd like to think that come round 3 or the bonus game, there's going to be a lot more stunts, and you probably have to do quite a few stunts in order to win the car. But still, I'm very impressed with the show. I have not watched. I used to. Me and Survivor kind of have a love hate relationship. If Survivor's good, I love it. If it's bad, I don't want to watch it. And to me, Survivor kind of fell off a cliff after they did the fire making Final Four. Oh, for all these game show debuts, Price is Right at night has been a rock star. I'd like to see more Let's Make a Deal at night, but yeah. And plus, it's also refreshing to see a game show not advertised like you can win $1 million on such an impossible task. Like, I like Loteria Loca, but that is an impossible task. You had Lingo earlier in the year, which if you could do really well, I'm sure you could get $100,000. But everything around it was just no bueno. And we got cereal for Breakfast of Champions. What? Yes. All the other kids and their pumped up honeycomb. There you go. It's okay if you don't. I didn't watch it tonight. I was playing Blur with friends. And I guess that mystery box to Antigua is probably worth 10 grand. Oh, she's going for the golf cart. Oh, she crossed the plane with 15 seconds left on the clock. Is that the one with the shoes? Oof. I guess when it comes to the mystery boxes, there's some good stuff in there and, well, not good stuff in there. That's why they call it a mystery box. So we're throwing it back to the early days of Shop Teardrop. Like, she could have thrown a couple more things into that golf cart. She had 15 seconds left, but you can't see there's no clock until you get to that 3-second warning. And they're Christian Dior sandals. So they look like crap, but they're probably worth 3 grand. That golf cart. But getting that golf cart out there completely changed the game. Now I have to wonder, because it's round 2. They know how much. They know the golf cart's worth big, but I don't think the golf cart comes back because the boat, because the canoe was not back in the cage. So I think a bunch of small stuff remains in the cage, but the big stuff does not come out. I think that's like a one-time deal. I think when it comes to vehicles like that, like if there's like an ATV or stuff like that, that they're in neutral or the e-brake is not on. So those are easily pushable out the cage. And I think next month I'll work on a non-game show related video. You might, although the label sucks, but this is the type of game I'll be looking at. Wrestling games on the Game Boy. So that's something to look forward to. That's why we're branching out a bit. Like, it's not just reviews and stuff, but we got these live watches that's going to take place throughout the TV season. If I can do them, of course. Here, I want to show you. I have all 7 WWF games for the Game Boy. Not these ones. It's in another thing. But just to show you, I have all the WWF games. Here it is. Attitude for the N64. Here it is. Just to show you something that I'm working on, I'm going to record footage for that, I think, in a couple of days. We have Superstars for the Game Boy. And this is in order of release. Superstars 2. King of the Ring. Raw. Warzone. Attitude. And WrestleMania 2000. Those are all the quote-unquote wrestling games. Note that does not include Betrayal. And I don't have the WCW games. You have 2K18 for the Switch, but the game itself is slow, yeah. It is not optimized at all. The Switch is just not optimized to run a wrestling game. Like, I heard choppy things about Fight Forever, the new AEW game. And here we go, Afraid the Cage. Ooh. A Dude Ranch in I have not heard of this, and I live in Washington State. Five out of 10. Why did the name change to Gumbo instead of Game Show Garbage? We'll talk about that during the commercial break. Yeah, that last prize, they said it was a Dude Ranch in Washington. Never heard of it. They would have advertised it here. I live in Tacoma, which is south of Seattle, so there you go. So, perfect score of 10 correct answers get you 70 seconds in the cage for round 3. Burn. Yep. Yes. Okay, that's twice this week I've heard of goat yoga. Can somebody tell me what goat yoga is? going for the challenges. She isn't getting anything. Yeah, so all they need to do is just grab a couple of things and they've won the game. So I don't think they're going to worry too much about the challenges. They're probably just going to grab a few things, get out, and win the game. Okay, now on your system, by the way, thank you for coming to the live chat. I haven't seen you comment too much on the videos, so welcome. Hopefully you stick around, watch more videos, and see what's coming up. But yes, why was the name changed to Gumbo instead of Game Show Garbage? Oh, they got a great chance. But to answer Honor Your System question, on April 2019, I had already decided that I was going to wind down Game Show Garbage. So I started a program called a video series called Game Show Gumbo, which is supposed to be like talk soup for game shows. Initially, it got good response. However, because during that time I was hoping to get my channel monetized, with so much copyright being, like, videos were being copyright claimed because it was like talk soup. I was using clips. Like, it was intro, clip, outro, plug. You know, like the old talk soup style. My channel got demonetized. So after 11 or so episodes of that, I think they're still up on YouTube. One episode was actually blocked worldwide, and that was episode 2, because I showed some Double Dare footage from the revival showing the fastest obstacle course win. Some videos ended up on video, but none of the Gumbo videos ended up on Vimeo. But I then so the game show Gumbo, the show, ended after 11 episodes. And then I decided I was doing the Gumbo cast, which was a podcast, and I enjoyed it, but I had health issues, and then COVID hit, and we had nothing to talk about. So what we're doing is, Game Show Gumbo, because I changed the name of the channel, because it was Game Show Gumbo instead of Game Show Garbage, because of 2019, when I had the supposed last induction, which was the fall of HQ. And that's why the name changed, because I was going to do a complete rebrand. And because I was doing more videos besides inductions and stuff like that, it just made sense to have it Game Show Gumbo still. So it's a mishmash of of style of videos, whether it be Games of Canada, the home game, and the home game actually started because of the pandemic, because that was a pandemic idea. But yeah, I'll talk more about that after we get to another commercial break. Now we have the team. They're going to play Brains. Thank you, Caleb. She was the best grabber, so she's going down. He did all right with the questions. Doesn't need to answer too many in order to get the $1,000 that they need to win. Jesus. There you go. 56 seconds. Yeah, they got this. They know they only need 1,000. So she's going for the ATV. Yeah, she won. I don't think she meant to step outside of the cage. It's clear they won now. They got the Antigua chip. They got the ATV. Uh, if those prices are less than $1,000, I'm retiring. They don't get the VR gaming system. Oh, boo-hoo. You don't get the VR gaming system. Boo-hoo. You got everything else. That is a beautiful, beautiful Antigua trip. That's about 10 grand right there. Yes, bring them over. See how much they got dusted by. They probably got more than 20 grand that round, so they could have not done anything in the first two rounds and won in this one. Yeah, it was over 20 grand, so College Mill did the business. They're gonna shout to you drop right after this. So going back to everything about the change. Um, because we weren't just doing inductions of game show garbage stuff. There was also other stuff that we weren't doing we're not doing anymore. We brought back Dumb Answer of the Week a couple of times, but let's just be honest, it didn't feel right with myself or Jessica doing it, so it's retired. It's officially retired. We thought about doing a Dumb Answer of the Day situation. Um, that might happen where I could dig into my archives for stupid answers. As, but there's a lot of videos that we're doing now that we are that don't really fit the game show garbage mold. 26 weeks or less, kinda, but not really, since a lot of those videos are mainly positive. Home games are mainly positive. Like, a lot of our videos are mainly positive now. Like, I also just got tired of talking about bad shows. So, if you see a game show garbage video come out, or, if it's a not that good 26 weeks or less, and to be honest, I don't know about the games of 90. There are certain. I know I only have a few shows left, but like I have Feud, the Challengers, and Gladiators. I think I only have three. Technically, it's four because of. Apparently, there was a revival of Juvenile Jury with Nipsey Russell, and that was syndicated from 89 to 91. But we don't. I don't know if those were just re-airs of what was on BET back in the mid 80s, or it was something completely different. And yeah. Okay, here we go. Time for the bonus round. I don't know, but the graphics and everything kind of. I really want a revival of Celebrity Name Game. Oh, winner of the trip. Alright, so they have a minute 30. I want to see this edited with like the Finders Keepers music or the Shop to Drop endgame music. He's hooping it up. He's got one. Oh, he's got to hurry up. There's the Neo Geo machine. It's still there. He's got the big items. Damn, he just dove out of the cage. Not only did he dive the cage, he, did a belly flop. But they got the three big prizes out of the cage. They got the teardrop trailer. They got the Florida Keys vacation. They got the car out. But the question is, they need to get 50,000. The Mini Cooper that style is about 25,000. So that's half of it there. The Bendy bag, the Cartier bracelet. Ooh, the Jordans. There's the diamond necklace. There's more Tiffany jewelry. And all three of the challenges were completed. They got a good shot at going over $50,000. The teardrop trailer is about $7,000. Oh, they clearly beat the cage. They have to have beaten the cage. I would love for them to do a small... There's the climb, 30... Oh, they got it. $111,000 worth of prizes. So they're taking home almost $150,000 all in prizes. 148,300. Nice. The cage has been beaten. So yeah, those are two fantastic shows CBS has just debuted. Loteria, what do I like better, Raid the Cage or Loteria Loca? I'm gonna say I like Raid the Cage better. Because you have more, like, that show is possible to win. It is impossible, in my opinion, to win Raid the Cage. So, just fantastic stuff. And just let everybody know, wrapping up, okay, number grade, 9 out of 10. What else needs to be said? 9 out of 10. It is fantastic stuff. That's another, yeah, Loteria Loca, the front game money that you win, you can lose. And I really don't like that. But that's a later discussion. As for Raid the Cage, it's 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it a lot. Let's see what else. Just a reminder for everybody. Saturday morning for Patreon backers. Sunday morning for everybody else on YouTube will be 26 Weeks or Less on 100%. And on the 17th will be the live watch of Celebrity Squares. Can they finally get it right? Who knows? We'll see. But that is going to do it for tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. And we will see you live watching again on the 17th for Celebrity Squares. See you Sunday here on YouTube for 26 Weeks Less 100%. So I thank everybody for watching, and we will see you then. Goodbye, everybody. Now get some sleep.